and we're here today with Pitt women's soccer coach Greg Miller. Coach Miller is getting ready to start his spring season here at the end of March. Coach, would you just go through a little bit of the schedule, the upcoming schedule for the spring scrimmages and practices?
We've actually already played an event. We played in Robert Morris's 7-a-side tournament on February 24th. It was a great local event for us because we only have 12 players this spring, and so it was good for us to just get out there and play in an event and place. I think we had 4 25-minute games against different local schools, and so that was a wonderful opportunity for us not to travel, to be local, and you know, just to see kind of where we are and get us off on the right foot for the remaining of our spring schedule. We have 2 competitions in March. This month we play Canisius here at Pitt on March 23rd, and then we play Marshall here on March 30th. And then we'll conclude our spring schedule with 2 competitions in April. We will play Ohio State and West Virginia, kind of in a round-robin event on Saturday, April 13th, and then we will have an alumni game against the older, more experienced players from the program on Sunday, April 21st, and then we're out of school at that point. So we like the balance of the schedule, having 1 in February, 2 in March, and 2 in April. Keep things spread out and allow us an opportunity to focus on the training piece, because that's really what the spring is about, is getting these guys better with their individual game, setting some individual goals. And with 12 players, it's a really unique opportunity because we get to interact with them in a much more deeper sense than you would if you had 20 kids or 25 kids. So they've really done a great job thus far in being engaged in what we're trying to do and setting some personal goals, and we've gone through that stuff, and we've revisited some of that stuff over the last month, and they've really been focused in on just trying to get themselves better so that collectively they can be better as a team. And with 12 incoming freshmen next fall, it's imperative that these kids really get their game as sharp as possible and get all on the same page from a cultural standpoint, so that when we acclimate 12 new players into the program, we've got our 12 veterans, so to speak, on the same page and ready to head in the direction that we want to with an aggressive ACC schedule next year.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the goals that you're setting individually for some of the players and also as a team?
We sit down at the beginning of the winter semester and meet with each individual player and basically try and have them set goals, and we discuss things in their game. It's an opportunity for them to kind of dissect their own game and kind of look in the mirror, as we say, and really figure out what needs to be improved, whether that's from a physical standpoint, from a soccer-specific standpoint, or a mental standpoint. And so their job is to try and break things down and figure out, okay, what is really missing in my game, or what can I really work on to make myself a better player. And they set those goals about every 2 or 3 weeks, and then reevaluate those things and either move on to something else, raise the bar, or lower the expectation if the goal was too challenging. From a broader perspective, as a coaching staff, our job is to try and get these kids more on the same page from a cultural standpoint. We've been here now for a full year, but with 12 players, we really have an opportunity, a unique opportunity, to hone in on what are the expectations, how do we act, how do we train, and to give them an idea of what exactly they're here to do, and so that when future players come in, they know exactly what the culture is and what the expectations are, and we can concentrate more on the soccer stuff and not worry about how we're behaving off the field or how we're training, or little things like that that can often hinder a team. And so that is really our goal this spring, is to incorporate more of the cultural stuff and really get these guys moving in one direction. Another way we expose them to other things is we read a book every spring. This particular spring we are reading John Wooden's Pyramid of Success, and the goal is twofold there. One, we want to be able to use that to tie into where our team is and get them understanding how this stuff can relate to athletics and what it means to be an individual on a team, and understanding sort of the broader picture as far as what they're supposed to do while they're still here as a student athlete. And then the other reason we do that is to teach some life skills. So hopefully some of this stuff leaves a lasting impression on them, and so when they graduate, they are more prepared to go on to grad school or do whatever it is that they're here to prepare for. And that's our job also as soccer coaches, is using soccer as a platform to help teach them life skills that are going to prepare them for life, because at some point soccer is going to end, and they've got to go on to other careers. And so we incorporate that because we have a little bit more time to do that in the spring, and I think it's really helpful for them. It helps connect the dots in many ways for the individual as well as the team.
Thank you very much, Coach, and best of luck this spring.
Thank you very much.